sweat creeping across my brow.
Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys, and as always, thanks for coming back for more from me. And welcome to In the Heat of the Night from 1967. So the music is composed by Quincy Jones, who died not that long ago. And as a train enters Sparta, Mississippi, and of course the title song sung by Ray Charles. And we see a guy in a suit getting off the train with the theme still playing, and yeah, based off of the novel, probably the same name. And directed by Norman Jewison, who's Canadian, I believe. Has directed quite a few known movies. So at this late night diner, as we see the guy working there and goofing around, played by Anthony James, who's really 6'7". And we also meet Officer Sam Wood, played by Warren Oates, who is known for playing John Dillinger in the 1970s. What's he gonna do with that cake? I really don't want to know. And he leaves the diner, but he stops here to take a look at the naked girl here. She sees Officer Wood drive away. It looks like she wanted him to come in, but duty calls. And he just drives around the empty town and stops here and sees this dead body and even touches it and calls for backup. And backup's here and are introduced to Chief Bill Gillespie, played by Rod Steiger. I'm used to seeing this actor when he's older and balder after the 1980s. Maybe it's just me. But the dead guy they found the dead body of is named Colbert and was supposed to build a factory here in Sparta, Mississippi. And Sam Wood tells Bill that Colbert's wallet is not here, and the coroner says he's been dead for less than an hour now. So Sam checks the pool hall and sees someone he wouldn't normally see in Sparta, Mississippi.
I mean now.
Detective Virgil Tibbs, played by Sidney Poitier. I mean, we've all seen the Jackal growing up, right? So, as Sam Wood arrests him and takes a look at his wallet since it's full of cash, and commands Virgil to take a seat in a squad car and have made it back to the station, and yanks him inside the office. So Chief Bill listens to a squeaky air conditioner and complains about Courtney not oiling it.
We're gonna have any trouble, are we, Virgil?
No trouble at all.
Bill instantly starts laughing after hearing Virgil's name for the first time and asks how he killed Colbert, but responds he doesn't know who that is and comes back in Sam Wood, and Bill tells him to get out. So Virgil tells him he came to Sparta to visit his mother and was about to leave for Memphis, probably Tennessee, and Bill doesn't believe Virgil that the money he found in his wallet belongs to him and that he, as a black man, can't earn that kind of money since Virgil earns more than him somewhere else. Someone's a little jelly.
What do you do up there in little old Pennsylvania, earn that kind of money?
I'm a police officer.
So Virgil shows his badge that he is a police officer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And now this.
Did you question this man before you brought him in?
No, sir.
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
And would rather Bill call Virgil's police chief and will pay for the call and makes fun of his salary. So you're telling me it was fine living off of $162.39 per week back then? That's like around $700 a month. That's insane.
$162.39 per week.
So Virgil waits for the phone call, and here comes the photographer again with the crime scene pics and would like to give it to Bill himself, but Sam Wood has to give those pics to Bill, and the photographer would like money for those pictures. And Bill calls in for Virgil that his chief from Pennsylvania has called him to speak on the phone and orders Virgil to help Bill Gillespie out. Virgil responds that Bill wouldn't want his help, okay? And Bill's now known that Virgil Tibbs is the #1 homicide expert in Pennsylvania and wants him to look at Colbert's body and wants to leave right away. So the next scene in forensics, as they look at the body before Virgil comes in, and here he comes as this guy, and this medical examiner here, Ulam, played by Arthur Mallet, shows Bill the dead body and is disgusted to see Virgil.
Why can't you look at it for yourself? Because I'm not an expert. Officer. No doubt.
and observes the body very well, like he's the forensic doctor or coroner or medical examiner. Virgil does, and outsmarts the forensic doctor, who wants the two to help Virgil out to get to the bottom of it, the bottom of this murder. Okay? So yeah, they're both jealous and angry that Virgil, without having any medical experience or ever going to medical school or having a medical degree of some sort, knows more than these two do. Now that it's daytime, we see this guy running away, and yeah, running away from the police and their dogs, and Shagbag calls in for backup. Shagbag. And the guy has ran so far and has made it to the route to Arkansas, and just runs and runs as Bill has spotted him running and stops him with a squad car. Meanwhile, Virgil walks back to the station with a package, and Courtney here tells Virgil that Mrs. Colbert is here, Colbert's wife. And Bill had to leave before she got here and doesn't know that Colbert is dead, Mr. Colbert. And we now see Mrs. Colbert, played by Lee Grant. The actress, Mrs. Colbert, is desperate to know where her husband, Mr. Colbert, is, and just walks in circles and can't handle it, and wants to be left alone right now.
It's very hot in here. It's very hot in this room.
And walks out into the station with a serious look on his face, and here comes Bill and Sam to tell Virgil they won't be needing him anymore, since they think they've caught the guy who killed Colbert. And Virgil shows him the package, since it contains the results from Ulam's lab, and now feels the arms of the convict, making sure he may be the one who killed Colbert. And Virgil outsmarts Sam and the other cops since they are cheering, thinking they've got the killer. And Bill shows Mrs. Colbert her husband's wallet, and this thief here, Harvey Oberst, played by Scott Wilson, you know, the warden from Big Stan in 2007? Yeah, that's him when he was younger, and tells her he just stole the wallet from Colbert's body. And Bill offers Mrs. Colbert a ride to the funeral parlor as the two walk out of the office. So Officer Sam Wood tells Bill that Virgil says Harvey is innocent, but Bill doesn't agree after finding Mr. Colbert's wallet on Harvey Oberst, and mentions that Harvey Oberst is left-handed, and the killer who did kill Colbert is right-handed, with Sam Wood and the other cops agreeing with Virgil.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs! Well, Mr. Wood, take Mr.
What a jelly belly. And they call me Mr. Tibbs, which comes out, I think, in the 70s. And Bill trying to swipe away the evidence from Virgil as he will personally do it, and Mrs. Colbert seeing the behavior between all the cops and Virgil, and just runs away. So Bill, being a hothead, commands Sam Wood to lock up Virgil for withholding evidence, since Bill wants to be the one doing the fancy job. And Sam locks Virgil with Harvey Oberst.
I'm on your side.
Who would have known Harvey would become a warden 40 years later in Big Stan? Wow. And tells Harvey why would they lock Virgil up with him in the same cell, and tells Virgil he just stole the wallet poetically, speaking like he's a poet, and gets asked what time he swiped Colbert's wallet and where he was before it. And he also asks if he was ever arrested before, and he has, because of a girl named Dolores Purdy. And these two were out together, and Officer Sam Wood came in annoyed Harvey and Dolores, since Sam was one of those guys, I'm gonna steal your girl kind of guys, okay? So a pointless arrest, and Virgil wants to see Harvey's right hand to take a sample from his nail, and here comes Sam Wood and Chief Bill to have Virgil sign a false arrest waiver.
Change the charge to theft.
Who the hell else do we have back there?
And let him free so that Virgil can catch the 12:10 train to Memphis, again, I think Tennessee. But before Virgil leaves, he tells Bill that he should release Harvey Oberst, and Colbert was killed at 12:30 at night, and chalk was also found under Harvey's nails, and Colbert's dead body was displaced and was killed somewhere else. Whoa, what a mouthful from Virgil. So out in the town as Bill drives to the Sparta Equipment Company, and we see Mrs. Colbert again here, and this guy who's the mayor of Sparta, played by William Schallert, working here, is confused about a cover-up arrest as Bill says he had to drop charges on Harvey Oberst for insufficient evidence. And what's good about Mrs. Colbert, she may be racist in the scene towards Virgil, but she knows Virgil is the better police officer for this case. If not, she'll pack Mr. Colbert's engineers for the project he was supposed to build here in Sparta. So Bill has to find this killer, even if it means stepping on Endicott's toes, to bring in Virgil again for the job, but the mayor here can tell that Bill doesn't want Virgil here anymore since he knows too much.
Boy, it would give me a world of satisfaction to horsewhip you, Virgil.
My father used to say that.
So Virgil waits for the train and Bill is already here, making up excuses why Virgil shouldn't leave just yet, and tells him Colbert's goal was to build a factory here and offering the locals here of Sparta jobs. Now it takes Virgil to a mechanic, and Jess here, played by Khalil Bezalel, has to give Virgil a car ordered by Bill and drive off.
You got a roof? Find a motel.
Well, we got company.
How nice of Jess. You'd think Bill would do that. Meanwhile, Watkins here, played by Larry D. Mann, speaking with Bill and the mayor and others, of course talking about Virgil Tibbs, that he won't live past Saturday. Who knows what that means? Now we are at the Planters Hotel in the downtown area with Virgil Tibbs, further questioning Mrs. Colbert about Mr. Colbert's enemies, and this guy here responds with the name Endicott, the same name Bill brought up talking to the mayor at the shop earlier, and asks about Endicott, who actually owns a county, and then asks if Mr. Colbert told Mrs. Colbert if he was going anywhere at night, since he couldn't sleep the same night. And Virgil does now inspect a car, and the first things he sees are dried up blood stain on the passenger side of the seat, and his branch on the accelerator. And this car does not belong to Mr. Colbert, by the way. This is just a car he found in the parking lot. And here comes Bill again, as Virgil requires a ride to Eric Endicott's. So Bill does take Virgil into this cotton field, and as they enter Endicott Cotton Co. and walk up to this house, and Virgil tells Bill that he found a piece of osmunda, fern root, which I thought was a tiny branch. And now answers Endicott's butler and takes it to the back. And now meet Eric Endicott himself, played by Larry Gates, and easily recognizes Virgil Tibbs, and he is thirsty as Endicott requests for some lemonade.
Reasonably regard you as the person least likely to mourn his passing.
And Endicott shows Virgil the flower garden he's grown in here, and are about to leave. But first, Endicott, acting all clueless that these two are here to question him. Tells him the nicest way possible too, and asks if Colbert was here last night inside his greenhouse. So a double slap, police officer assault too, and Virgil walks out in anger, and no one gets to enjoy the lemonade. Is Endicott really crying? You started this, by the way. And Virgil is close that he just wants 2 more days. So the mayor's back too with his bulldozer and tractor, and tells Bill he needs to get rid of Virgil Tibbs quickly after that slap, and the mayor is suspicious why he wants to keep him here longer, since the last police chief would have killed Virgil, especially about slapping back Eric Endicott. Okay? And radio is in Courtney, and Virgil was taken back to the depot, the train depot, and Virgil was last seen going to the River Road. So he's still on the run to find the murderer who killed Colbert. But speaking of Virgil, he's driving away as fast as he could to avoid these racist guys on his tail. And now have made it to the station again, with Bill also on the tail. So Virgil is now cornered with these 4 white guys wanting to beat him up. As Virgil jumps here, he's in a more tight spot now, dodging the 4 guys with the metal rod, and Bill is here to rescue, and these 2 are just making it worse.
Was that a suggestion? Was that an order?
And that's a warning.
I see.
And the run off, and Virgil walks out right away, and back with Officer Sam Wood, as Virgil requests him to take him to the same route from Tuesday night and make sure that he shouldn't step out of line, or else he will tell his chief, Bill Gillespie. And back to boredom.
'Cause there's a foul owl on the prowl.
And even hides the big pie. And Bill is back to tell Virgil that he should leave now after what happened earlier with the 4 guys, and doesn't want to leave until the case comes to an end. And the 3 walk in, and the guy they're working is already there, now wanting to serve Virgil Tibbs.
All right, what do you have, Virgil?
I ain't serving him.
Why would he want to eat your shit food? Virgil is here for work, buddy. So Sam Wood tells Virgil he left at 2:40 a.m. on Tuesday and goes back outside. So retracing Sam Wood's steps now and driving off, leaving the other squad car behind, and drive off in the same neighborhood where the topless girl was first seen, and Virgil is smart here.
Why'd you do that, Sam?
Do what?
Change your route back there at the corner. Good night, gentlemen.
So the next morning, Bill is at the bank wanting to look at the banking records of someone we don't know the name of yet. And the bank manager brings up deposits from 1962, and now on to a deposit from yesterday of $632. So Bill leaves.
Yeah, thank you.
That must have been when I was out to lunch. Oh, you'll send me that letter for the file, yeah?
I'll tell you.
And back at the station, arriving Virgil Tibbs for police work. He goes straight into Bill's office and tells Virgil he found the murderer of Mr. Colbert, and it's Sam Wood. After looking at his deposit of $632, which Sam Wood claims he won in the game, and took him 3 years to win that. So that's the guy who Bill was looking at banking records of. Bill also said that Mr. Colbert deposited $900 into his account, with $600 from it is missing. Coincidence, maybe? All because Virgil pointed out Sam's route change past Dolores Purdy's house, and Bill thought Sam changed the route because of this $632 deposit, leaving the other $300 for Harvey Oberst to steal from Colbert's wallet. A mouthful, but how silly. Now Bill commands the officer to lock up Sam Wood, and it looks like Virgil's job is done here. And these two cops just watching Virgil leave with Courtney asking if he thinks Sam killed Mr. Colbert. And look who's here, Dolores Purdy and her brother Lloyd, played by James Patterson, wanting to complain about, of course, Sam Wood. And Dolores Purdy, played by Quentin Dean, catches Virgil Tibbs watching her, and now she goes inside with her brother with this announcement.
She is going to have a baby, Sam Wood's baby.
What? And Mr. Purdy, not liking Virgil Tibbs, listening, and acts so tough.
You gonna get him out of here, or do I gotta do it?
You ain't gonna do nothing. You just stand there and shut up.
And Dolores looks very young, like she's around the age of 17, 18, or 19. There's no way in hell she's in her 20s, the way she's acting here. And now tells Bill the story how she met Sam Wood on a hot night. So Sam takes her to the cemetery late at night and f***s her, and now she's pregnant. And that's considered rape in Mississippi. Oh yeah, she's actually 16 years old. Damn. And with Lloyd Purdy being racist again against Virgil Tibbs. And that is all Virgil needed to hear, that Dolores is pregnant, and goes into the cell area to talk to Harvey Oberst again, asking where a guy can go after getting a girl pregnant.
Let him bring me a cheeseburger. Onions. Now you talking.
Tells Virgil about a colored girl, but loses the direction of her since a Packy Henderson can help Virgil out. Make sure Harvey's there for Packy to tell Virgil everything about the colored woman that he forgot to mention. So meanwhile, we see the same four racist guys getting back on the road. So Virgil has made it to this open land, and Bill is here too again, and tells him that this is the site for the new factory, which Colbert was supposed to be here for. So Virgil taking a look at the wood sticks here, which he found a piece of wood from Colbert's head, also known as pine, like the tree where the wood was shaved from. And Virgil mentions 3 people saw Colbert drive off from Endicott's, and Colbert came back here after picking up someone up here first, then boom, got killed, okay? But Bill, still being Bill, still believes Sam would probably kill Colbert during patrol duty at night, yapping all the time. And after hearing Dolores' truth about being pregnant, Virgil knows how Colbert really got killed. Virgil mentions Sam Wood couldn't have driven 2 cars, as Virgil has done the next morning, and here comes trouble as the 4 racists have backup too now. So Virgil and Bill are resting, and Bill's probably talking about this house, which is his, and I'll talk about insomnia and that bourbon can't fix insomnia.
Bourbon can't cure it.
So Bill has no kids, he has no wife, and a town doesn't like him being a cop. Pretty understandable, and all the other problems in his life, like squeaky air conditioner, and asks Virgil if he has any kids and a wife, and says no. which is all a lie since I've seen the second movie and they call me Mr. Tibbs. So now the door is being knocked on as we finally meet Packy Henderson, played by Matt Clark, Harvey Oberst's friend, from the pool hall, and has something for Virgil to see. So we see the same four racists with their backup back on Colbert's factory grounds and see that Virgil left his rented car here from Jess the mechanic. So there's exactly 10 minutes left of the movie and the racists are off. And Packy Henderson has brought Virgil to the colored woman's shop that Harvey mentioned, and Virgil will go in alone.
Mrs. Bellamy?
People around here call me Mama Kaliba.
And here she is, Mama Kaliba, or Mrs. Bellamy, played by Beth Richards. And Virgil acts unusual right now and starts searching the place for Dolores Purdy's abortion. So Dolores already has a plan to get rid of the baby, Sam Wood's baby. It says that Virgil works for a Mr. Charlie, whom I don't remember seeing. And Virgil is looking for the very one who killed Mr. Colbert and has the $600 stolen too. And is of course paying Mama Kaliba here and threatens her with jail time. Okay? And Mama Kaliba tells he doesn't know his name, and guess who's back? We finally meet Mr. Colbert's killer, the guy who owns and works at the diner here, where Sam Wood goes to, and his name is Ralph, played by Anthony James, who actually was in the second Naked Gun movie from the 90s with Leslie Nielsen. The new one came out this year recently, Liam Neeson. Never seen it yet, but so he did kill Mr. Colbert because he thought he was crazy. Ralph did. And here comes the races again, including Dolores Purdy's brother, Lloyd, and that Dolores made up her being impregnated by Sam Wood. So yeah, Sam Wood is innocent, but he never comes back. And Sam Wood never touched Dolores, ever, since Ralph is the one who got Dolores pregnant and tells Mr. Purdy, or Lloyd Purdy, to check Dolores' purse.
Look in her purse.
What's that mean?
She's got $100 to pay for an abortion.
So Ralph killed Lloyd Purdy, and the useless backup drive away. And Virgil has Ralph in his hands to arrest. And the next morning, Ralph gave him a statement that he never meant to kill Colbert. Still don't know why he killed Colbert. And another unusual thing here again, Bill calls this cop over here Courtney, whereas Courtney is somebody else who we've been seeing this entire movie.
Yeah. All right, Courtney, let you know.
Well, it's an old movie, I'll let it slide, but you know. And it plays the last line with Virgil ready to leave Sparta, Mississippi to get back to Memphis. Or to get to Memphis for his next destination.
You take care. You hear?
And that's it, In the Heat of the Night from 1967. Really great movie. Awesome and just great. There are two movies that do come out after this. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs and The Organization. So Sidney Poitier died not that long ago in 2022. And, you know, that's it for me. I'll see you next time in Shaft's Big Score from 1972. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Take care.
I repeated the night.